Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. I am your girl, Princess Leah 888, and this is our weekly wisdom. If you are new to my channel, welcome, beloveds. I am an intuitive artist and healer, channel for the gracious, omnipresent, divine, with the mission to do my part to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine through conscious love. If you're a returning family and friend, welcome back, beloved. Thank you so much for all of your support. I always appreciate you being here. And if you haven't already done so, hit that like button on your way in or out. Subscribe to my Vibe Tribe if you would like to be a part of what we are doing here. And hit that notification bell so you can know whenever I go live. If you hear some background noise, it is Monday, which means Mommy Monday, which means Laundry Monday. So, for all my mothers and fathers out there, you know how it is. It just be like that sometimes. So, if you hear some water swishing and some clothes tumbling, that's just where it's at. Hope it doesn't bother you too much. I also have some meditation music in the background. And then we have a Palo Santo, clearing the energy, cleansing and purifying the energy for this week. This is our last final days of April. Can you believe it? May is already this Friday. So, with our last final days of April and coming into a brand new week on Friday, let's see what the messages are for this week. Because this Friday I may be doing I'll try to get my weekend check-in for the first weekend of May. But if, like I said, God willing, but if I'm not, I will always be here as soon as I can. I always listen to the energies of my soul, and sometimes I need to rest. Sometimes it's just not the time for our daily divine. But today it is. So, as you may or may not know, before we get into the cards and the oracles and the tarot, I want to get into our heart's frequency with a sound bowl, the heart chakra sound bowl. See what kind of downloaded message might come through the heart space from Spirit. You can join me if you'd like. Place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and take a deep breath and see what kind of energy is coming through you. Feeling the shift. It's a shift around priorities, but not necessarily. The priorities that I'm hearing is more so a shift in our perspective and attitude. Yeah, the shift in an attitude around our priorities and responsibilities. The shift in how we see ourselves taking on our responsibilities, the shift in how we take on our priorities and how we see them. And I'm seeing and feeling and hearing, say for instance, if you grew up as in a environment where children, for instance, felt more like a burden than a blessing. And it wasn't because they weren't necessarily a burden, but maybe it could have been that because, children are expensive, right? Raising a child, people, living is expensive because the environment, society has created it to be so. Even just getting baby formula, baby diapers, the good kind of baby diapers, right? The ones that don't have bleach in it, right? It's expensive. And daycare, childcare is expensive. Not working on maternity or paternity leave is expensive. And so that can cause this unfortunate domino effect onto the children unconsciously, a projection of feeling like they are a burden, when in fact they are a miracle, right? They are a blessing. It is a miracle for a child to have withstood the tests of biology, and for this particular sperm and egg to have outlived all of the other millions, thousands, trillions, however many is in our bodies. And then to have the strength and the health inside of the mother's womb to then turn this little tiny, I don't know the word because I don't remember biology that much, into a fetus. And that grows and grows inside of this human, inside of this mother's womb. Her nutrients, her health, all growing this child, right? It's like how a plant just somehow grows from a seed into a tree with the nutrients from the water and the soil and the sun, and obviously the gracious, omnipresent, divine, God. And we forget, that's what I'm hearing in my heart, we forget just how miraculous and beautiful each and every child is, despite the circumstance, despite how expensive it is. But if you grew up believing that having a child was a burden, or maybe you felt like the burden because of the expenses of being a child, and maybe you had single parents who worked to the bone to provide for you, and they didn't mean to project their exhaustion onto you or their frustration onto you, but it happens. And it can be internalized. And I say we because I am part of that collective, I will admit. And it's something that I've been healing through my own self-worthiness and my own inner child. And to do my best to not project that onto my child. But I am seeing and feeling and hearing this shift in our heart space today, this week, of really, truly, fully understanding, deeply appreciating just how beautiful it is to be a mother, just how miraculous it is to be a child, to be born, to be here, to have been given this responsibility over a whole human being, to have grown a whole human in my own womb, and this human to be born healthily, strong, beautifully, and to still, 10 years later almost, this child is still here, alive, you know? And so I'm hearing and feeling and seeing the shift in our heart space. And maybe whoever is listening, this is something that you have been recognizing, or maybe this is something that may come into fruition in your heart space. But to not forget just how beautiful you are as being here, as having withstood the tests of biology. You have been chosen. You were strong, and you fought your way. You deserve to be here. You earned your space of being here, not because of the things you have done in your life, or the mistakes you have made, or the accomplishments you've achieved, or the money you've earned, but because of the fact that you are still alive, that you have grown in your mother's womb. You were birthed alive. You have continued to grow. You have been protected and provided for to be here healthily. You may not have all the money you want. You may not have all the things, the material things you want, but you are healthy. You have all your fingers and toes, God willing. Your heart is still beating. Your legs are still here, God willing. Your arms are still here, God willing. Your lungs are still intact with breath coming in and out of it. And that is the true paradigm shift that is coming online for this week. As my washer is completing its final spin, I feel like this is the final this message is coming to an end as well, so we can move into our cards. But take that with you, beloved, because this is truly the gift of life, and it is your birthright, truly your birthright, to live freely and fully and deeply and authentically and unapologetically in conscious love, in divine love, in joy and bliss and ecstasy, and to love every single moment about this life, about your life. And how you got here is irrelevant to the fact that you are here and where you are going. And where you are now is irrelevant to the fact of where you are going and who you have always been blessed and ordained to be. You just have maybe forgotten, because there may have been some false, disempowering beliefs around your being here as feeling as a mistake or a burden. But baby, you are no mistake. You are no burden. God specifically chose you to stay. God specifically chose you to be here right now and wake up this morning on this Monday, because you are worthy, because you are here, and there's nothing you need to do, to prove, or to earn this kind of unconditional love. Thank you, Spirit. I received that message as well. That was really beautiful. So if there's anything that is heavy or weighing on your heart, of feeling that you've questioned your right to be here, honey, you belong in every room that you are in. You belong here. You belong, as my Angelus says, everywhere and nowhere. You belong to God. So remember who you are and whose you are. Amen, Ashe. Okay? I love this. So Spirit, what's the energy? Look at that. Justice. I love this. Libra energy. Look at this. Put down the sword. The battle is done. The battle is won. The scales are balanced. Justice is being served on your behalf. You will not need to fight any longer, because you have already earned your space. No more need. There's no more need to fight. There's no more need. I love that. And look at this. Look. Ace of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, and the Queen of Crystals. Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Virgo energy. Getting your life together. Getting stable and grounded. Tapping into the abundance within you. Look, why? Because, look. Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Because divine is intervening on your behalf, clearing, cutting out anything that is not a part of your fortune. Because this is what has been divinely orchestrated for you. God has been protecting. Look, even the sword is down here for the Ace of Swords, just like the Justice. When the sword is facing down, that means that the fight is over. Because I'm hearing this reggae song that my parents used to always play. I don't know who it's by, but it goes, if Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of the pestilence that crawleth by night? If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of the pestilence that crawleth by night? Yes. The sword. You are protected and provided for, my beloved. I heard the most beautiful response to a conversation that I was having with my beloved the other day about feeling punished. And I heard God say, you were not punished, beloved. You were protected. You were being prepared. You were not being punished. You were being protected. You were being prepared. And I absolutely love this because this is the clarity that is needed. This is the clarity from God that we needed to hear. This is the clarity that could cut out all of those disempowering beliefs, those false agreements, so that we can truly come into the divinely orchestrated fortune, the divinely orchestrated blessings, the divinely orchestrated birthrights that have already been put on our soul, on our hearts, to come into, to step into, to align with. It's nobody else's dream but yours. If it's on your heart, it's on your heart. And it's not for anybody else to try to sway you. They might try to sway you away and tell you that you cannot, that is not for you. But it's not for them because it's not on their heart. They have another mission that is on their heart for them. Let them have their mission and you follow your heart. Look at this. Home. And she is pointing at the North Star within her heart. This card is also about stepping out of the matrix. What does that mean? If you've seen the Matrix, you know what I mean. The dream, this false reality that is controlled by others that has not your greatest and highest good in mind. To step out of the matrix. Look at all these eyes, the eyes on you, trying to watch you, trying to, pull you into what they see for you. But you are also seeing, the eyes are also being watched over by your angels, by your earth angels, by the gracious, omnipresent, divine Holy Spirit. Here, your heart, your North Star, the heart wants what the heart wants. That's what my beloved told me last night. The heart wants what the heart wants. And when you follow your heart, even if you don't understand why, your mind may not understand, but your heart will pull you into directions that your mind cannot understand, and it may never understand. But the heart always knows, because the heart is always leading you to your true authentic self to home. Number 31 might be a significant number, maybe a significant year or age in your life, a soul path number. That's my soul path number, 31. It reduces to 4. 4 is the number of stability. Having 4 legs on it for a table to be stable, right? The 4 pillars for a wall to build your home. Ethers, the seamless, unspeakable, 11. You might be seeing 1111 because this is the unknown. This is ground zero, the ether. Ground zero in reclaiming your energy. Reclaiming what has always been yours. Look at this. Reclaiming your fortune. Look at all this purple. Crown chakra, tapping back into your royalty, your royalness, your regalness, what has been always yours, what has always been written in the stars for you, you are reclaiming. Oh, I love this energy. Thank you, Spirit. You are reclaiming. Look at this. Look at this. I didn't even mean to touch it, but it did. And harmonic flight wants to be underneath that. And surrender. I'm loving. Okay, I'm loving this. And look, I just said you're going to see 1111, or you might be seeing number 29 reduces to 11. 2 plus 9 equals 11. 1111 gates to heaven. And I'm seeing the 4 of Wands in my mind's eye, of union, of merging, of celebration for the union and the merging of you and your what? Harmonic flight, your twin flame, your divine counterpart, your highest self, as well as the counterpart of your higher self. The counterpart of your higher self. You have to sometimes start from ground zero. Sometimes you have to reclaim all the energy that has been lost, or what you could say is lost or taken, but I'm hearing more so just pinched off, as Abraham Hicks likes to call it, has been forgotten. And to surrender, because look at this merging energy again. Surrender to all that divine has in store. Surrender to what divine has been doing on your behalf behind the scenes, even if you couldn't see it, even if you didn't understand it, even if it didn't make sense. Surrender to all of the bullshit that divine had to cut out of your life. Surrender to it all, even if it's what was familiar, even if is comfortable, even if it's what you have always known, even if it's what has been, it's an addiction and an attachment, and it's so hard, it's a habit. All of that is being cut away, cleared away, so that you can have the clarity to know exactly what is truly orchestrated for you, to know exactly what is truly written in the stars for you, so you can reclaim your energy, so you can reclaim what has been already your birthright to claim. It's almost like if you had this inheritance and you had no idea that this inheritance was for you. I saw this ad. I don't know if it was actually true or not, but this is coming into my fruition right now because it's like a metaphor for it. Of like, it was saying you can claim money that you had no idea was yours. Maybe it's from taxes or inheritances or all these other things that you had no idea. Just dial this number and put all your information in. No, so I was like, obviously I'm not going to do that, but I think it's interesting in this moment right now to recognize that from the ethers, from nothing comes everything. And you have to, sometimes you don't even realize the blessings and the abundance that is yours, that has already been signed off from God, has already been yours to claim. But maybe maybe it was a distraction, or maybe somebody tried to put a veil over you, or there was all these, again, disempowering beliefs disempowering and limiting and false agreements about yourself, about your worthiness, about what is your birthright, about what you deserve, that you didn't even know that you have all this spiritual inheritance, all this spiritual beauty, all this spiritual abundance that is ready for you to claim and to manifest into this physical, into this earth realm, and into this divine counterpartship. Because your partners, your lovers are your greatest teachers. Your children are your greatest teachers. And sometimes, especially in divine counterpartship, you have to kind of lose everything before you can realize that you are everything, beloved. You are already everything. And your partner will help you see the light within you. And when you see the light within you, you also then shine light on the parts of you that are not fully, truly you. And that can be a little bit of a scary thing to see. But remember, those are not bits of you. Those bits are not who you are, but who you have believed yourself to be. And your partner can help you if you allow, if you surrender to this harmonic flight, if you surrender to the journey of awakening to divine love, so that you both can rise and fly. I'm hearing, so you can rise in your highest, truest, authentic self, authentic timeline, who you have been here to be, who you agreed, what has already been put in your fortune, in your wheel, written in the stars for you. But you gotta surrender. This is beautiful. I could go on for days. I love that. So we have the full moon, our next full moon coming up this Friday as well on May 1st. So we're probably already, if you're very sensitive to energies, if you're really in tune with the moon, you're probably already feeling these pre-shadow energies. It's a full moon in Scorpio, and that's always a deep emotional moon. Full moons are of closing of cycles, ending of cycles. What are we ending? What are we closing out? Closures are not always bad, right? Endings are not always bad. But they do always, no matter what, an ending does cause some sort of grief because you have to release what is no longer a part of you. Look at this. Full moon in Pisces, your sister sign, the sister sign of Scorpio, another water sign. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. This is good. This is heart and mind balance, right? Oh, that's a lot. Let's go ahead and take this one. Energy is gaining momentum. Look, more pink and purple. Heart chakra, crown chakra. You're stepping into your true, I love this, king and queenship. I love this. You're connecting, you're merging with your king, with your queen. I love this. This is so beautiful. With your queen of crystals, I receive this. Don't let your past hold you back. Do not let your past hold you back. Meditate and contemplate. More Pisces energy. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Cardinal energy is what? Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Sagittarius. Yeah, I believe those are the cardinal signs. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. What are the mutable signs? Gemini. Oh, I'm really bad at this. I'm trying to remember. What else? I know Gemini. Pisces is immutable. I think Virgo is also immutable. And what's the fire that's mutable? Oh, it's not Aries. It's not Sagittarius. That's a cardinal. Sagittarius is immutable because Aries is the fire. That's cardinal. Okay, guys, this is a lesson here, but we're gonna carry on. Spirit's like, all right, this is not class. Okay, this is not a pop quiz. Adjustments are required right now, though. Adjustments are required for you to believe, to reclaim that you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. A new start is coming. New moon. And bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So, all this energy gaining momentum. Don't let your past hold you back. Reclaim your energy because your destiny, your divinely orchestrated destiny is spinning. The wheels of fortune are for you to claim. And God is protecting and providing and preparing and clearing the way. I'm hearing thy rod and thy staff will comfort me, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil. Stay in the present moment, says Don Miguel Ruiz. And speaking of Don Miguel Ruiz, the author of The Four Agreements, a beautiful book. And I love this book because it does help us understand and differentiate our agreements and what we have agreed to, and maybe they've been unconscious agreements or subconscious agreements based on our environments, what other people have put into our minds to believe. So he wrote this little letter, and I love that it's showing up again, so I'll read it to you. He says, "Dear friends, I've written these cards to offer you a simple yet powerful code of conduct for attaining personal freedom and true happiness. These are 12 cards. There are 12 cards corresponding to each of the four agreements. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Number 3, don't make assumptions. Number 4, always do your best. These cards will help you transform your life as you reclaim the awareness and the wisdom of your authentic self. With love, Don Miguel Ruiz." And I love that the cycle of the washer is coming to an end as we wrap to a close of this beautiful conversation. So today's message for the Four Agreements, from the Four Agreements for this week, is always do your best and stay in the present moment. I chuckle because that's been the theme for me in the last couple of weeks. Stay in the present. Keep your attention on today and stay in the present moment. This is the beginning of a new understanding, a new dream. And I actually am getting a little bit emotional about that, because it's like, how often do we find ourselves not in the present moment, worrying about the future, worrying about the past, letting our past hold us back instead of letting divine take care of it all, trusting that everything happened in its divine purpose, Wheel of Fortune. Everything has happened the way it was supposed to happen to lead you exactly where you're supposed to be today, for you to reclaim this beautiful energy. The energy that is gaining momentum is for you to reclaim. I love this. So bring love into the situation and stay in this present moment, because you are coming into something so divine, so stable, so abundant, because that is your birthright. So, I hope this helps. I hope this is something that speaks to your soul as much as it speaks to mine. I trust that whoever found this message needs this message, and it's your guidance, and will find the messages that you need for what you need, whether it's now or in the future. And if you do resonate, and if it is speaking to your soul, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Let us know that that's how you're feeling. Lets me continue to tap into your energy as well. This small but mighty collective vibe tribe over here on my channel. And if you're not subscribed to my vibe tribe, go ahead and do so if you'd like. You can hit the notification bell so you can know whenever I go live. And until next time, my beautiful beloveds, have a blessed week. I'll see you in the next moon. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.